Hey guys, welcome back to DeeterPlays. We've got a teased Loomian here and also some information on the Battle Theater. Battle Theater number 3 coming up here in Llama Train Studios, Loomian Legacy. So I want to go over this. I also have, I kind of want to maybe draw over it, tell you what I think it might look like, and we're also going to talk about the gyms and everything, and maybe tell you what types we're going to be encountering in the game. Hopefully, I mean, if it's following the pattern that it has before, I think this will be some really valuable and probably very accurate information. So first thing we saw this morning, Llama Train Studio puts out have an early look at a Loomian that will be coming to Loomian Legacy to the 3rd Battle Theater update. Look forward to the Loomian's full reveal later this week. So I'm gonna look forward to the full reveal of what this thing's gonna look like. So that's gonna be later this week, and hopefully they're gonna be teasing some more. It doesn't say anything really about like a date of when like Battle Theater 3 is gonna be coming out. I know that they still have a lot of coding that they really need to do in order to get it ready to go, but let's take a look at this one a little bit closer. Now, what kind do you think it could be? I mean, we're gonna look over here. It looks like there could be like a little bit of steam thing going on here, a little bit of maybe a shell on the back, but it's got a tail, so it could have, it could be like a water sort of thing. It could be a fire. I don't know. It's like, could it be something that's comparable here to a marsh stomp? Could it be maybe like a marsh stomp sort of variation, or maybe even like a scraggy? Do you think it'd be like a scraggy variation? Or I don't know, maybe it'd even be like something normal and fluffy and brown like a Bidoof. I don't know. But I think that there's a lot of possibilities of different types that it could be. So taking this into account, I'm gonna go there into Photoshop and try to see what I think it's actually going to look like. If we remember what Roria was like, we had all these different type of places that we went through, but it followed a certain pattern. As you can see here, the gym types have pretty much followed the same pattern as in Pokemon Brick Bronze. By that, I mean the first place that we actually encountered and went to here in Loomian Legacy, it was Sylvan City. So we're still in Roria. It's the same place. It's just built quite a bit better. I mean, bravo to the builders on this game. Like, the textures are so much better than Pokemon Brick Bronze. It really looks great. But Sylvan City Gym was the first place we went, and it was an electric type. Of course, we didn't battle Chad. We had somebody else that we battled against, so it's definitely an alternate universe, but it's still kind of the same place in that sort of way. But yeah, we still had that for the first Battle Theater matched up with the gym. Now, the second place was not called Brimber City in Loomian Legacy. We sort of took a different path, but we did take a different path, and we did have access to Igneous, the Mount Igneous, and inside of the Igneous Hollows, and so that was kind of similar. So maybe we went around Brimber City, or we'll go through Brimber City again later, but the second gym type here that we saw was Fire type as well. So they followed the Electric type, Fire type. So the next city that we went to in Pokemon Brick Bronze and the type that we encountered, we went to Rose Cove City. Now, Rose Cove City turned out to be a water type. So with the water type being anticipated as a possible type that we're going to be encountered. Now, that's just the Battle Theater though. But when we went between the second and the third gyms in Pokemon Brick Bronze, it was quite a long trek. I mean, there was quite a few places that we went through, quite a few different type of Pokemons that we encountered, so I'm thinking hopefully there's going to be a lot for us to look at here and places for us to explore in this, but like last time in Pokemon Brick Bronze, we went through a steam chamber, we got to see a whole bunch of different fire types, we got to see like some fire and ground, some fire and rock, so maybe we're going to encounter some fire and some rock types. Then we went through so many routes. We went through Route 6, and then through Route 6 we got to encounter some normal, some more fire. We started getting into the flying and some poison and more ground and rock types. We were able to get like a Rhyhorn in there, and then that was a really rare one, and it was really valuable. So I'm hoping we're gonna have like a really strong rock type, like comparable, so some types that we really haven't encountered so much yet. Hopefully we can start encountering more types, and that will make all the PvP battles like that much more interesting. But that was Route 6. We also had a Route 7, and through Route 7 we got to go through, let's see, we've got water types. There was some normal types here like the Bidoof. And then some more flying types. Route 8, once we were able to go through there, there's some grass. We got a little bit more on the poison side and some more on the flying and more on the normal. And then, of course, we made it finally to the gym after we went through this place right here. This was the Path of Truth. Path of Truth had like flying, it had dragon type. So dragon type, I don't think we have really a dragon type, but we do have ancient type. So maybe we'll start encountering more ancient type, kind of comparable to what we encountered with the Obsidian and those guys. So, but eventually we're gonna make our way to I think a water type gym, guys. So as far as what types these could be. Also, like I said, any type could be like a marsh stomp, could be like a scraggy, and it could be something kind of normal. So let's kind of take a look over here. I think they've got some sort of like vent going on here. So maybe something here like a little bit of a lower opacity, like gray sort of coming out here. Because this definitely looks like we got some steam coming out here. This is gonna look like a 3-year-old did this drawing, guys. I am not the best at Photoshop, but it could be something like that. It looks like they've got little steam kind of coming out here on the side too, but maybe it does have like sort of side things like the Machamp had. So that's what I was thinking, like these little steam things. It looks like there's some coming out of the back, but also some coming out of the side. So I'm guessing there's going to be like little vents or something maybe here on the side. Vents, and with vents we've got the ventation on and it's got steam coming out, so it still could be like a water type or a fire type, not quite sure, but I'm gonna go with maybe it being more of a water type because I know that the next gym is gonna be water type. So let's see, what kind of color would we want here on the back? I think we're gonna give it lots of blue. So I'm guessing, my guess here is that we're gonna have a base color of blue. I mean, it's gotta have here some eyeballs. Let's give it some eyeballs right there in the middle. All right, that thing's looking really cool. Maybe like a nose, a nice little nose, and hopefully he's smiling under all of this stuff here as well. And then a little bit of a outline on this. I think he's looking pretty awesome so far, guys. Look, I think he's looking pretty awesome. We're gonna have to go for a lighter shade here, of course, a little bit further. Let's give him a little bit of a lighter shade on the rest of it. Yeah, he's gonna be like nice and blue, kind of a light shade all the way through. I don't even know if this is anything what it's gonna look like, but it'll be fun once it really comes out, like what we think it's gonna look like. I'm guessing like some little like belly base plates here. Maybe the belly base plates would be a little bit of a different color as well. It's probably a little bit more kind of like a tan sort of color just for the belly base plates. So like maybe like it's got a belly, but it's got these little ribs in it. Sort of like a war turtle or something from Pokemon. Maybe it's gonna be something like that. I don't know, but I'm guessing along there we're probably gonna have over in the back. I'm guessing kind of more like a gray sort of color on the shell here. Who knows what the shell could end up looking like, but I'm pretty sure that this is going to be a shell. I have no idea for sure, but it looks like there's this little vent coming out, and then we've got the steam over there as well, and then maybe like a darker blue for like the rest of the body, like right there, a nice dark blue, and then the rest of it has a nice blue look. So that's what I'm thinking. My guess is that it's going to be a little bit more of a water type here, and it's going to be able to have things like geyser, and it could be something, it's we've got the Luminami, and it's pretty good, and we've got the Ventation, we've got some decent water types, but I think we could definitely expand on that team. Those two are very capable, but we could start expanding in there as well. So I don't know, that's what I'm thinking, is that it's going to be something like this. But does that look and feel too much like a dripple to you? Would it make sense though? I'm just putting this out there. Sounds very weird. Would it be weird if there was a water and fire type? I mean, if it had both water and fire, so like maybe it'd have this, but maybe it'd have like a little bit of like, cool red streaks, or maybe like there's like an outline, maybe like the head has a little bit of red going. So like maybe it's something like in between like a marsh stomp and a scraggy. Like maybe the belly is gonna be red like the scraggy, and like the rest of it will be kind of like it's got a little bit of blue going on. Oh, that is my guess, guys. I'm gonna guess that it is a water and fire type. I know, guys. It sounds weird, and maybe the belly is gonna be red, just like our little scraggy, and then the rest of it will be blue. A little bit of red and blue, a little bit of fire working together with the water. I think it's necessary. All right, guys, that is what my guess is. And what are we going to call this thing? I have no idea what this thing would end up being called, but I'm going to say, I don't know. I mean, actually, let me know if you guys have any good ideas. I'm going to call this one the Squizzard, okay? I'm going to call it a Squizzard. It's got, I don't know, it looks pretty cool. Like, you know, water slash fire. I don't know. But what do you guys think about that name? And what is, like, a name that you would call this thing? Like, if it was like this, if it was like a fire slash water type, and it seems like it's got like some turtle qualities, got like a shell, little steam thing in the back, but it also has like a lizard looking tail to it as well. I'm calling it a Squizzard, guys. I'm saying it right now. It's probably not even close to what the name is, but that is my guess, guys. I don't know for sure, but when we find out here pretty soon, check out this channel and we'll talk about it. And when the update is coming, I'm super excited. I can't wait, and we're gonna go through that as soon as it's up and available and updated. They just released the 2v2 fairly recently, so I'm gonna have to build my team just a little bit more. I've been doing some rallying and a little bit of training, still got a ways to go, but then we're gonna start doing some live streams. I think we'll do some 2v2s. Maybe you can get on my team, or maybe you can get on the team to go up against me. Also, we'll do live giveaways, giving away ancient scepters, giving away thunder fruits, and other Loomians that you guys may want. And of course, we've got tips and everything in Loomian Legacy. And so make sure you guys are subscribed and you got that notification bell on if you have not done that before. Thank you so much for watching, and we will talk to you guys later.